Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Creeta, and this is Omnifactory / Nomifactory. It gets confusing. Anywho, some things have happened. I did some tests with chickens, discovered that they're a little bit of a nightmare, figured out what the solution is. Oh boy. This is, it's like a chicken shower, but it gets a little bit laggy. It's a lot of chickens.
But that definitely solves the feather problem.
And we have made a lot of hearts. Like, a lot of hearts. Look, we have 100 of them. Oh, it's fantastic. And wetware circuits. Why does that say progress 3%? That's kind of strange. Does this one have a progress bar? It does. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, even paper walls. Maybe if we break something, maybe that's just a... Huh. Very interesting. Okay, so in the last episode, we made an RF source. In between, I've made a couple more and added a ton of recipes. We need 6 of these, eventually, to finish the pack. So I went ahead and made 6 of them, along with, couple things. So... I want to figure out how that's going to fit together in our system, and I think that it has to do with this room. This here is an energy core. You right click on it, you smash the tier up button like this, boom, 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 and build guide active. Make sure you have enough room. It's going to be quite large. Thankfully, we have basically infinite resources, because we have a creative tank, so making this thing shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see if this thing will work. Assemble? I love Draconic Evolution for this. I do not get to do this enough. It is spectacular. Marvelous. Wondrous. It's very nice. You can kind of see it building under there. Maybe I should have taken the build guide off. Build guide off. There we go. Oh, that is just phenomenal. I think we built one of these manually in interactions, and right when I finished, saw the build button. Those were the days. How have you all been? This household has gotten a little bit sick, but things are okay. We're going to be a-okay. Moving along. Now, did we run out of blocks? We did not. So, it should be ready. Activate. Activate the machine. Oh. That should almost have a noise. Look at that gloriousness. Whoo, Nelly. Alright. So, from my understanding, we just have to sort of slap one of these little creative RF sources. Boop. And, like, right click like that. And then it'll just surge energy into that. The question that I now have is, can we have multiples of these? And how much energy is this thing storing? So we are getting 2.147 gigs of RF per second. So if we hook up a conduit to that, like a couple conduits, we should be sorted as far as energy goes, forever. And we right click on that guy, and it's now outputting. So boop, 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 boop. And personally, I don't really want RF to flow into the system. I don't think it will, but just to ensure that, let's make sure that's on export or insert. No. Yeah. Extract only. There we go. And copy all the things. Copy that one too. Oh, did I just put my conduits in here? I did. Silly, silly Creeta. And now this should be able to give us what? What would that be? What's the equivalent? Well, the conduits have a max, so that's 134 million per, I think, and that's 5 connections, so like 600 million, whereas these solar panels only make 8 million. I think that's a bit of power. Oh, that's a lot of power. Speaking of power, I think that we can go ahead and hit craft on something else that could have made us some power. This is an energy cell. I think we could have pulled out of it in a very similar fashion. I'm going to hit start on that and hope that things don't crash. As we've been progressing, I've been experiencing a couple more crashes here and there, and that's not a lot of fun. But that's okay. It comes with the territory of such a complex, interwoven pack and this insane base that we've made. Yes, way too many things are passived, probably. Or we probably have some settings wrong. Maybe I missed some drawers. Maybe I should be hiding the drawer faces. While recording and crafting, how are we looking? Recording's taking up a bit of the computer, I imagine. But it should be handling it better than that. Not sure what's going on. I'll try and figure that out and isolate it. Let's do another quick test. There we go. A little bit better. Can we do more? Boop. And boop. 6.3. I don't even know what the G stands for. I have no idea. And it's at 0%. How much does this hold? It's got to be an astronomically high amount. Like, absurdly high. Pylon. Can we do more pylons and attach them? Maybe. Let's find out. The way that we assemble them is relatively straightforward. Boop, and boop. Boop, and boop. And that is pushing energy in. Yep. Does that increase the number that we're getting? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Wonderful. That looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. I'm sure there's a more optimal way to do this and get more energy into there, but for right now, I think this'll do very nicely. We could pull more out of it, but that is all good. All right, how's that craft going? What are we looking at? This does take a massive quantity of Lapitron crystals. I had already sort of saved them up a little bit. Looks like we have to craft quite a few wetware processors, and oh, it's making the max batteries. Now, I do want to say that I've put together a lot of recipes. Almost everything is sorted. We have some sword stuff, armor stuff. We have all of the all sorts of recipes are in the system, and I've been double checking. I think as far as recipes are going, we're pretty much good to go. It's just a waiting game at this point, and I want to enjoy that process a little bit. So right now we are making the energy cell creative, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we require to make the actual creative drawer guy. There it is. That is the goal. So we have to make everything here, and it's going to be a process. But some things are pretty simple, like this little fella, and some things are very complicated, like this one. That's so much. And then that Skullfire sword is a pain in the butt too. I wonder if I want to make that one. That'd be kind of interesting. Will the system allow us? I think it will. It's a totally different recipe. Skullfire sword. Start. Yeah, it looks pretty simple. Right now it's making those over in our system over there, in the elite packager thingamabobbers. What is the proper term for that? Package crafter, but what's it using? Extended crafting. That's it. Skullfire sword. Crafting for the me. There is a chance that the recipe for the Sword of Chaos will not function with this, but, you know, it's a pretty cool looking sword. Speaking of cool looking swords, I even made a skull sword, or a feather sword, and a soul sword. This one has Reaper 5, along with this one. I was trying to understand how the mob souls work, because... Ooh. Ah! There it is. I couldn't see it for a moment. So this chicken soul lets you slap it onto a spawner, specifically one that you have put on a stable, like a core onto it, and when you do that, it makes an absolutely astronomical amount of mobs. Now there is a soul for every type of animal, so like this is a pig soul, and I think there's even ones for enemies. Pretty fascinating way of doing it, but the only thing that we really needed was chickens for their feathers. I seemed to make a lot of books and quills for various enchantments. I needed angel blocks, and I'm sure that there was something else that we needed, but I don't recall what it was. In any case, feathers are achieved. We even pulled some apples from the other area. We needed these for the creative mill. Maybe we'll make that one after what we're currently making, which will take a little bit of time. These crafts do get quite complex, and I'm working on addressing some of the bottlenecks. We have sort of a second one of the large microverse projectors. I even tried to make some sort of little staircase. Not sure what I think about it. It looks a little bit strange, but can't argue with the result. I like it. I like the view from up here. I think that's really cool. Almost looks like a mirror. The deep mob learning hall, so to speak, is, I'm gonna declare complete. We have everything we need. Maybe at some juncture we'll need to make a second one or two for things like dragon, but for now things are quite alright. Maybe Enderman. We're always seeming to be low on... Oh, it's not even displayed. Where is that thing? There it is. The impossible realm datas, we're always running low on those, but thankfully you can craft them. What would that be? Data, the realm one. Super simple. We have a ton of extraterrestrial matter, so that's no big deal. So more of these are set up, and even more of, well, precisely one more, but I guess there are two, of our assembly line stacks. Really gotta make more of these. These things are insane. And as you could see before, underneath our giant glow ball... Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to see what that looked like from here. We have a sun. It's a new sun. I like that. Anywho, we have a lot more of these set up, and as someone suggested in the Discord, we have hooked up the more conduit connections to them, so they are now operating at, what would that be, like 4 times as fast? Yeah, 4 times as quickly are they operating now, which is just fantastic. The max batteries have finished, and I think that it's just making a couple of the ultimate power storages, and now it's working on the energy cell itself. So let's jump on down and take a look at that as it pops out of the oven. This is the second, well, I guess third. We got the portable tanks, but then we got the creative RF sources, and now an energy cell. It's one more thing off of the list. Now, there aren't quests for all of these. Oh, I still have to do these. Oh, no. Oh, I can make that one, I think. Solarium. Talk about getting tangented. We'll craft that one up while we wait. So there's no quests for each one of these items. It sort of says, you know, you've done well enough. Off with you. Figure it out. You can do it. But we could probably get away with crafting one of the infinity ingots. That'll take but a moment, and then we'll be able to get the quest for that. And I think we already had the quest for the Infinity Catalyst. And then there's some quests for the ultimate pieces of armor. Maybe we'll wear that for an episode or two. And, yes, the RF cell. So, my thinking is that this guy might just be able to get plonked somewhere, maybe like right here, and it'll just be even more energy. But this thing can only output 250,000 RF per tick, which is hardly anything, and it looks super gross. There's something about that texture that's nope. Oh, is that stuck there? Oh, whew. Alright. Nope, not having that there. This is our energy source from now on. Well, I guess those are the sources. That's just the big battery. Speaking of big battery, how's it doing? Capacity almost infinite. It's a very, very large number. ETA 276 days at this rate. Oh my gosh. That's so much energy. I don't think we're gonna make it. That's very unlikely to happen. Okay, so the Infinity Ingot, and we can also get that Solarium Jet Plate, and that should be 2 quests. Doodaloo! Infinity Ingot, and there we go. End game. This is the Jet Plate. We have the ring. I kind of wanted the ring, so back in you go. You'll do your job. What should we be doing? Oh yeah. Got to make the ultimate pieces of armor, don't we? This had so many recipes to get this stuff together. It's absurd. So you have to get all that, and then each one requires different types of chest plates, and some of those chest plates are layered. Let me see if I can find an example. Like the Superstar chest plate requires obsidian, and the Manilium, there's a few that just require layers of recipes. So let's get started with those and see how quickly it can get them together. The longest part of this will probably be waiting for the extended crafting, but it should be reasonably fast. Why are we making a tier 7? Why? What does that get used for? The system... Oh, the hearts. Aha. Figured it out. Need hearts to make this thing, which is insane. It's kind of fun to watch it, though. Like, the process of the craft is kind of fascinating. Anywho, there is the last piece. I actually only stopped recording for about half a second, and it sort of figured itself out. So let's take a quick peek at the ultimate chest plate. First of all, quest complete. Diddle-oo! And let's try putting it on. This might mess with our... What? Requires the full set to be equipped. Ugh. That's kind of gross. I don't like that at all. Well, I guess we'll just craft them. Where is the rest of the pieces? There's the helmet. Very good. And boots, leggings. There's the leggings. Get that started as well. And helmet. Where's the boots? Boots middle. It's kind of hard to tell. Boots. Do we not have that recipe? It's possible. There's so many recipes. It's kind of crazy, but that's okay. All we have to do is locate where the normal recipes are. Oh yeah. There's no recipe one. Or there's no boots. Okay. So, what that will look like is... What's going on here? What are you crafting? Anywho, ultimate boots. Boop. In you go. And for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. We might also want to put in the infinity ones because I don't know if I saw them. And we'll just put all of those into like the top 2. They don't have to be in every single one. Save. Put them back. And ultimate boots. Very good. There are the leggings. There's the helmet. So that should be 2 more quests for us. Hello. Quest complete. Ultimate helmet. Very excellent. And doo-doo-doo. Quest complete. Ultimate leggings. I like it. Now, this should be relatively quick. It's just getting together some dragon hearts. Right now it's crafting the parts of the boots. It has to craft a few of the ultimate materials, but once it does that, it will move on to the actual boots, and they will show up ever so momentarily right here. Anytime now. There it is. The ultimate boots. Cool. So we have the full set of this. Now, I don't think there's any real point in wearing them, and this is going to take away our night vision and show how terrible our base looks. It's kind of funny, but that's okay. So, water breathing, regeneration, and no night vision. Is this the armor we want to wear? No. No, I don't think so. And just to prove it, when we're not recording, we're getting much better TPS. Certain things are still going on in the base, so we do get moments of actual fantastic TPS, but now that we're recording, it's still doing okay. Not crafting, though. For the sake of completion, we're going to make some I'll make one Naquata reactor. Here are the components. I think that's all it requires. Let's double check. There it is. Quest complete. Naquata reactor Mark 1. Now, when we build it, it'll look like that. I don't really want to. We have so many sources of power that everything is okay. The cool thing is, I think I was under the impression that you could give this sort of, you have to give it these weird items. Bolts. Does it have to be bolts? It can be liquid. Anywho, it's a way that you can make energy from basically allowing something to convert from Naquadria or enriched into lead using decay. We're not doing that. So the next part is the Mark II, which is pretty simple. We're just gonna put together the recipe for output hatch at UV. This might have worked quite well, actually, but again, it's just not something that I'm super keen on, so that's okay. I fully encourage you, explore whatever makes you interested. This, it wasn't my thing. I was like, I want solar. I don't want to think about putting stuff in, and for the very similar reason, we'll find that plasma probably gave me a similar feeling. Make a couple of these, a couple of those, and quest complete. Naquata reactor Mark II. Yay! I'm gonna pop those down into quarters and into our little chest here. I'm not doing a lot with coins. I did make some chicken eggs, that sort of thing, but most things we are making with our systems. So the coins are not even in our system themselves. So that's some quests complete. The next one I think we need to do, which is what we explored a lot more in interactions. Well, I was going to say we have to do those, but the plasma turbine, these guys, it's very similar. So once some time has passed and some certain crafting have occurred, we should be ready to basically pull out all of these. Specifically, we need the plasma fellow. I think this should be very quick to make that. And we also want the lunar mining station. Oh, we really should have done a lunar base. That is going to have to be in a future pack for me, I think, though. It's just not in the cards at the moment. But that's okay. So this has to make the orbs, and then it makes a cluster. This is being done in the assembly line. Very nice, very lovely. Love it a lot. Oh, and we have some trees grown. This is the other components of what we needed. That's for the turbine. That is for the lunar mining station, etc. The lunar mining station is a very interesting build. Not too sure what to make of it. You toss in these deuterium rovers and it gives you deuterium and helium-3. These things are slightly expensive, but it gives a massive amount of it. I automated this using hydrogen, and the helium I automated using helium. So it was not to be worried about. And I think that now that this one is done, hey, do we have a claim all button? Claim all. Thank you. And this one too. Claim all. Now we are completely done with Fun with Fusion, the late game, and all that remains is the end game. Very, very exciting. I would really like to see if we can finish off a teensy bit more before the end of the episode. So we'll just squeeze that in real quick. It's getting close. The base is not even finished. I'm working on trying to make it look nice. I even added a random water tank. I like it a lot. But what I think we can do is work on the infinity pieces. Now I think that these clipboards broke, so they don't have our information anymore, but we should be able to summon these. I've already made the tricky parts, so let's go for the hardest one and just see how long it takes. It looks pretty straightforward. We've already made all of the ultimate chest plates while I was working on the trees and whatnot. Recording time is... wow. That was fast. Recording time is a very precious thing, and it looks like that's already done. Can we do that with all of them? Do-do-do. And that one's crafting. Do-do-do. And that one's crafting too. Maybe? Oh, did I not make a bunch of ultimate helmets? I thought I had the ultimate helmets. Nope. I didn't make the helmets. Oh well, that's okay. But we can make the boots. Das boots. Yes, very good. Superstar, Infinity. It would be a shiny one, right? Infinity boots. Where's the boots? The recipe. It's gone. Oh no. Just gonna add that real quick. Somehow it just didn't come out of here. I don't know why that happened. Infinity boots. Infinity boots. Huh. Very strange. But that's okay. Infinity boots for me, please. Missing package recipes. I don't fully understand what that means, but it has happened before, and typically I just need to restart the server real quick. How's the helmet coming along? It's making some plates. typically the lapis plates should be very fast to make, but I think that I was working on making a lot of draconium plates, so I might need to pull out some of these real quick. Boop, 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 boop. And you always miss some because GregTech is weird. And once that finishes up the recipe, it should then work on the lapis. I'll toss those back in. We need a lot more of it, so it is a-okay. Now it's working on the helmet pieces. It'll work on the actual helmets themselves, and the infinity will be with us soon. Speaking of which, we might as well pull out what pieces we have. We have the leggings and the breastplate. Infinity chestplate. Uh-oh. Quest. That's an error. This is clearly a breastplate. And the leggings. Diddle-doo. Yay. Very nice. Can I take these off and boop? Ho ho ho. Infinite. I love how these armor pieces look. It just has like that end dimension look behind it. Oh, that is lovely. I kind of like this helmet though. Oh, and I'm slower now too. I don't know about that. I think the boots make us faster. And the helmet is going to take away our night vision. Or it kept the night vision? Oh, maybe I can go with this piece of armor. That'd be fun. And it was just an error in the recipes. Start. There we go. It might actually be viewable. There it is. It's being crafted. I love it. And now it's probably empty? That's kind of strange to look at. Ah, there we go. And the boots are there as well. Sonic speed. Sonic. And switching out our Leviathans. Infinity boots. I like it. It's not terrible on speed. I remember in interactions we tried to put on these boots and it was just bonkers. Like, ooh, it jumps higher. I don't know about the higher jump. A lot of the things in this base kind of rely on what we had going with this piece of armor. Let's take a look. Maybe we can go with like 2 pieces. Boop. And let's see if that jump is properly done. Oh, that was the wrong angle. Whoop. And land. And then sometime, where's the right angle? It's right. There we go. Oh, all right. We'll just put these away for a minute. Doop and doop. It's like we're brothers. Hello. Yeah. Oh, all right. Taking a quick peek at the recipe. Creative drawer vending upgrade. This little fella. We now have the infinity armor pieces. We have all of the energy cells we need. We have all of the creative RF sources we need. We have all of the tanks. I think another pretty easy one might be the drum. Let's see if we can just get those lickety split. 4 of them. Vroom! Well, I thought it would be super fast, but that's pretty good as well. It is 4 of them, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! So this is like, what, half of the items we need? I like it. I like that a lot. Excellent. It's currently crafting one of them. It's waiting on some drums. I feel like that's a visual error because I bet it's already done. There it is. Some creative drums. Doink, doink, doink. Can we break them? We can break them. Can we fill them with liquid? I don't think we want to. We're going to put them back in our system. Sell. I guess we will pull these out. Because, you know, unfortunately, this is going to have to be the end of the episode here. So, let us call it there. This has been Creeta, playing Omnifactory. Oh, look at that armor. Oh, it's glorious. Bye-bye!